quorum.
As the clerk of the committee, I will preside over the election of the chair and the vice chairs. I must inform members that the clerk of the committee can only receive motions for the election of the chair. The clerk cannot receive other types of motions, cannot entertain point of orders, nor participate in debate. Nous pouvons donc procéder à l'élection à la présidence conformément à l'article.
We may now proceed to the election of the chair. The chair must be a member of the governing party, as pursuant to Standing Order 106.2. Hello to all of the members here today.
Lee Dershowitz as chair for our committee, and just to sing her praises, she's been a member since 2015 and has been a very experienced parliamentarian, and I personally feel that she would help us in our work as a committee in a fashion that works across party lines and that also ensures that we are advancing the mission mandate of this committee for the Parliament, for our Parliament.
So Mr. Zubiri is proposing that Ms. Dershowitz be elected as chair of the committee. Are there any other further motions? No. It has been moved by Mr. Zubiri that Ms. Dershowitz be elected as chair of the committee. Is it the pleasure of the committee to adopt the motion? Agreed. I declare the motion carried and Ms. Dershowitz duly elected chair of the committee. I invite Ms. Dershowitz to take the chair.
Bon après-midi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, colleagues, for nominating me as chair. It's with great pleasure that I serve in this position. If the committee is in agreement, I invite the clerk to proceed with the election of the vice chairs. Mr. Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Pursuant to Standing Order 106.2, the first vice chair must be a member of the official opposition. I'm now prepared to receive motions for the first vice chair. Mr. Riddick.
Thank you, Clerk, and congratulations, Madam Chair, on your appointment. I would like to nominate the Honourable Michelle Rempel-Garner as Vice Chair from our party. She has been involved in this file for a long time, and I think will do a great job of representing us on this committee.
Moved by Mr. Riddick that Ms. Rempel-Garner be elected as first Vice Chair of the committee. Are there any further motions? Seeing none, I will put the motion to the committee. It has been moved by Mr. Riddick that Ms. Rempel-Garner be elected as first Vice Chair of the committee. Is it the pleasure of the committee to adopt the motion? Agreed. I declare the motion carried and Ms. Rempel-Garner duly elected as first Vice Chair of the committee. Conformément à l'article 106.2.
Pursuant to Standing Order 106.2, the second or the vice chair must be from an opposition party, but not from the official opposition. I am now able to receive nominations for vice chair. Mr. Zubiri, I would like to nominate Mr. Alexis Brunel-Duceppe as a second vice chair. He has been sitting at this committee for a long time, and he was also critic for his party on immigration and citizenship. So I would like to nominate Mr. Alexis Brunel-Duceppe as second vice chair. Mr. Zubiri nominates Mr. Brunel-Duceppe as second vice chair. I now put forward the motion to the committee that Mr. Brunel-Duceppe be elected second vice chair. Would the committee like to elect him? Yes. Mr. Brunel-Duceppe is now elected second vice chair.
Just a point of order, Chair. And nothing bad. Just for future meetings, can this setup not be here? Because I don't think you or the clerk can see me. I just tried to be seen and I wasn't seen, so that would be great.
Duly noted.
We'll see what we can do, but
Okay.
we need the technology.
Just let's go through
So
this
we
first.
can
Welcome to the first meeting of the House of Commons Standing Committee on Citizenship and Immigration in the 45th Parliament. I'm going to mention a bullet point that I think many of us who've been here for many, many years have heard this a million times, but for those who are new members, I think it's important for me to read out. Before we continue, I would ask all in-person participants to consult the guidelines written on the cards on the table. You'll see the beside sort of your, yes, there you go. These measures are in place to help prevent audio and feedback incidences of our interpreters and to protect the health and safety of all participants. You will also notice a QR code on the card which links to short awareness videos if you would like to learn more. So I think with that, I have some additional comments for those on Zoom, but since we have no one on Zoom, I don't think I'll read them out. And so I think what I'm going to do is then proceed to, which is usual practice for our committees, is we proceed with routine motions. Now, a list was distributed by the clerk yesterday, and so I will begin with the first motion. And the first motion is on analyst services, that the committee retain as needed and at the discretion of the chair the services of one or more analysts from the Library of Parliament to assist it in its work. Does everybody agree with that?
Madam Chair,
Yes. Mr. Frejiscatos.
just in keeping with, I think the form of other committees, I think we'll have a member, if we could have a member read out the routine motions. I think we have some interest on this side from one of our colleagues.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Frejiscatos. That is an excellent idea. Ms. Soti, it seems like you would like to take us through our routine motions, and that's an excellent idea. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, Madam Chair, congratulations on your recent well-deserved election. I think we're all good for analyst services, right? Yeah? Okay. So moving forward on subcommittee on agenda.
Hold on, Ms. Soti. Hold on a second. So I just want to make sure, like, do we want to make agreement after each one? I'm assuming that we've agreed on this first analyst services one. Yes, Monsieur Brunel-Duceppe.
Mr. Brunel-Duceppe, here's my question. Had this been pre-approved, then we can perhaps ask our fantastic analysts to come and take a seat since it's been officially adopted, but that remains at your discretion. What we did this morning at Foreign Affairs was that to receive all of the documents according to what PROC had submitted. And we adopted it and without reading it. It's at your discretion, but that is what we did this morning at the Foreign Affairs Committee.
Okay, so the first recommendation, merci, Monsieur Brunel-Duceppe.
Thank you, Mr. Brunel-Duceppe.
Here. And then in terms of the rest of the routine motions, if everyone's in agreement, we don't have to read them all, that we could just approve them. I will just make sure that I'll read the subtitle of each one, just to make sure everybody's in agreement and that we're all on the same page. Is that okay? Okay, so I see yes. So Routine motions on subcommittee on agenda and procedure, meeting without a quorum, travel, time for operating remarks and questioning of witnesses, document distribution, working meals, travel accommodation, and living expenses of witnesses, access to in-camera meetings, transcripts of in-camera meetings, notice of motion, orders of reference from the House respecting bills, technical tests for witnesses, whips access to digital binders, and maintenance of order and decorum. If everyone is in agreement, if we could just adopt en masse, I'd be happy to consider. Ms. Rempel-Gardner.
That's acceptable, but just to clarify what Mr. Brunel-Duceppe said, just it would be the routine motions as agreed upon and distributed by PROC, correct? Just for the clerk and the analysts. Yeah, okay.
Yes, that is true.
Correct. Okay. So moved.
And all is in favor? Yes. Okay. Approved. Okay, so yes.
Go ahead, you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, if that's what we had for the agenda for today. If there's anybody else that wants to raise anything, please do so, Mr. Fragiscatus.
No, Madam Chair, I look forward very much to working with colleagues on the committee on such an important subject. But since we've set the structure of the committee, so to speak, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
All in agreement? Okay. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Well done.